Hello, everyone. I thought I was going to have to use StreamYard. Last tried it on YouTube. It wouldn't show the camera. I'd like to talk to everyone about my investment philosophy. Well, first of all, look at it like this. People had money in high yield money market funds. The rate has dropped. It's only 4.289%. I'd like to tell everybody my investment opinions. Okay, I apologize for not putting live chat on because I just want to get to the point with this. You figure, okay, I'd like to tell everyone about the way I've always looked at finances. Say you have money you want to invest. I would always keep maybe 10% of it, 10% of it in a brokerage account. That's if you have the money. With interest rates being so low, what I've done is I've tried to gain more dividend income. You figure when you're younger and you're making investments in the stock market, you want to get into high growth stocks like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia. And I'll tell you, okay, some people that I used to talk to a lot, I told them to invest in Palantir, SoFi. Targa Resources is another stock. Targa Resources and Taiwan Semiconductor, those stocks went from maybe $119, $120 up to over $200 now. And SoundHound and SoFi, I've doubled my money on those. I've actually tripled my money on Palantir. I regret not buying a lot more shares. But the whole point of this video is that, okay, I look at one steady way to make money is with dividend income. Okay, there's one company I found out through my family, and you can't find all their investments on their website. It's called the Aberdeen Investments. Now, they have exchange traded funds and they have mutual funds. Those aren't the ones I'm going to discuss. I'll give you an example. The Aberdeen Global Infrastructure Fund, it's not these Aberdeen funds. The thing I found, I've put money in that fund, and I have money in their Australian equity fund. Those funds really don't go up or down much. They're stable. It's more for dividend income. If a person puts money in, the code number is ASGI. I'll put this in the video description later. Their global infrastructure fund pays anywhere from 12 to 13.5% dividend. If you put money in that for a year and let it go and it compounds, look at the return you're getting on your investment. The Aberdeen Australia Fund has been suffering the past few years because of what they've done in Australia, but the dividend on that has been anywhere from 9.8 to 10.99%. And I'd like to discuss some stocks. Okay, I know a lot of members of Congress, they were investing in energy transfer. You figure some of these oil stocks aren't really what I consider growth stocks, but they go up a little. Energy transfer has been paying about a 6% constant dividend. And MPLX, that's another company in oil stocks. MPLX is a preferred stock, and that's giving back about a 6.76 return. And Sunoco, that's another stock that's been paying about a 6.22% return. I see a lot of people that are experts in this, and I'm just an amateur. Everything I've done, I've learned on my own. So Sunoco, 6% is better than getting a 4.28% return on a money market. I'm not telling anybody what to do. This is just my opinion. I don't like having money in mutual funds or exchange traded funds. If you would sell off an exchange traded fund through like a company like Vanguard or BlackRock, they're going to charge you a fee to sell off the whole fund. And Vanguard, because some people, I've had money in Vanguard since the 80s. When Dreyfus Liquid Assets went under, Vanguard bought out the retirement, and I started putting money in there in the late 80s, and I've stuck with it. But one way to get good dividend income is, like I said, to invest in stocks like this. I see people recommending AT&T, which is only paying maybe 4.4%. You're doing it better with some of these low dividend stocks than you have money in the money market. If you can make 6% dividend on some of these oil stocks, and they go up a little in value, you're really better off. But all stocks are high risk. And the thing is, if you're new to investing, if you get in enough of this, you'll need a CPA to figure out your tax return. One good Vanguard fund, a mutual fund, it's called VPU. It's paid a 23% return in the last year. And even though I don't like the exchange traded funds, it would be UWNFX, the Windsor Fund, that's been paying a 14% return the past year. You figure most of these growth stocks, NVIDIA hardly pays any dividend. Microsoft pays little. The older you get, what you want is steady income. If somebody has enough money and puts it in dividend stocks, you could get, look at it like this. The way Social Security is, we can't count on it when we retire, and I'm not retiring yet. But if a person can get as much money back every month through dividend income, more money than they can with Social Security, why not invest more money in these dividend stocks? But all stocks come with some kind of a risk. I'm hoping that Trump changes the tax code to reduce, capital gains. You figure, but unless you're in a really high income threshold, you're only paying, if you sell a stock, you're only paying taxes on it as your income. And one thing I want to point out, I forget if I said it before, I'm so sick of people saying the rich have to pay their fair share of taxes. 1% of the population in the US pays 45% of all income taxes. 10% pays 75%. It's either 25 or 27% pays 85% of the income taxes. But you figure barely half the people in this country pay any income taxes. If somebody lives in a state like New York, Illinois, New Jersey, or California, look at their state income taxes. The richest people in this highest tax brackets are paying over half their income in taxes. Isn't over half their income in taxes their fair share? I think it is. It's just like Dinesh D'Souza said. It's like we are the people pulling other people in the wagon. It's got to stop. I hope that Trump can reduce or abolish income taxes through tariffs. And I think you figure this country got by without all these tariffs before 1913. And everybody knows where all this money's going to. But look at it like this. If you're a young person, like right now, I can't find anything that really keens my interest to invest in. Some people are saying buy NVIDIA, sell NVIDIA. Supermicro computer went down, and I think that's got a little potential. I'm keeping an eye on it. Intel, who knows what's going to happen? There's rumors Elon Musk might buy it. Intel, you got to remember, Intel about a year ago was about $50 a share, and it's down to about $20 a share. But the older a person gets, we don't want to wait for these stocks to grow. So why not just have steady income? If a person had, let's say, $100,000 to put in dividend stocks, you could get a $6,000 to $12,000 return a year. That's how I look at it. But all stocks have their risk. I just thought I wanted to try out YouTube again tonight. The last time I tried doing a video on here, I couldn't, and I had to go through StreamYard. And if I'm trying to get to something real technical, like I said, I apologize for not having the chat up because I just want to get to the point. What I'm keeping an eye on now is all these quantum computer stocks, like IonQ is one of them, and that's a little high. I think Big Bear, BBAI, that might have some potential. IonQ is one, and when it comes to these oil stocks, the smaller companies pay a bigger dividend than the little ones. Something like there's several companies I regret investing in because the price got too high, like Evolution Petroleum. That stock going up maybe 15-20% in the past year, and that's paying close to 7.8%, 6 to 8% dividend. And I think there will be a future in the AI medical industry stocks. You figure people look at it like this. There's a lot of people that are against Elon Musk. Elon Musk is trying to figure out a way to control AI. Look at it like this. I'm starting to think, my son and his girlfriend came today for a visit. Everything that we thought was science fiction is really becoming a reality. I'll give you an example. The original TV series Star Trek, you had that one episode, Ultimate Computer, where Dr. Daystrom, who invented all this stuff, invented a computer to take control of the Enterprise. And what happened? The Enterprise in war games attacked 3 other Federation starships, and they never thought they were going to be able to disconnect the thing. I'm afraid the same thing could happen with AI. But if AI is used correctly, it might be able to cure all types of diseases and develop new forms of energy. But the whole thing is AI has to be controlled. Hopefully Elon Musk will figure out a way to control it. And Elon Musk, okay, Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, he came out in response and praised Elon Musk. Elon Musk has done a lot of good and helped many of the Jewish people. But I'm just giving you my investment philosophy. I'm not telling anybody what to buy. And look at it like this: there's so many stocks out there. There isn't one person that can keep track of them. So anybody that watches my video, I'd like to thank you, and everyone have a good night. God bless everyone. Take care. Bye.